One name changed everything. When I started my job as an admissions officer at one of the top private schools in our city, I thought my job was simple: review applications and pick the best students. But after a few months, I noticed a pattern. Kids with names like Ethan, Charlotte, and Benjamin moved through the process without a second thought. Names like Darnell, Aaliyah, and Marquise, people suddenly had questions. Do you think they'll fit in here? Will their parents be involved? Are they academically prepared? Nobody ever said the quiet part out loud, but everyone in that office knew exactly what was happening. I hated it, but I told myself I couldn't change the system. So when my wife and I found out we were having a daughter, I refused every name that sounded too ethnic. I wanted her life to be easier. We named her Emma. Safe, familiar, invisible. A few years later, Emma became best friends with a girl named Aaliyah. They did everything together: sleepovers, dance classes, birthday parties. One afternoon, I picked Emma up from school and found her sitting on the curb in tears. A group of older kids had mocked Aaliyah's name, asking why her parents gave her a weird name. Emma had stood up for her. Now she looked at me with red, watery eyes and asked, "Why do people think Aaliyah's name is bad?" I opened my mouth, but nothing came out, because the truth was, I used to think the same way. The next morning, I walked into work and saw an application from a student named Aaliyah Johnson. Straight A's, state science champion, incredible recommendations. One of my coworkers glanced at her file and pushed it aside. "Not sure she'd fit our culture," he said. And for the first time, I didn't stay quiet. I picked up her application and read her achievements out loud to the entire room. I asked them to point out a single reason she wasn't qualified. Nobody could. She got an interview, she earned a scholarship, and she became one of the highest performing students our school had ever seen. That night, I tucked Emma into bed, and she asked if Aaliyah would be at school with her next year. I smiled and said yes, because I finally realized something. The problem was never the names, it was the people judging them.